Recently I've had to look at sorting out my expander pellets. I had some Sonubait expanders 15 years ago. That's a long time, and they've done me very well. I don't use a lot of expanders, I just use them on the hook and feed ordinary pellets. And unfortunately something got into these pellets last winter and they ended up as sort of mouldy shells, just green dust, load of rubbish. But they've done very well. They lasted 14 years and they were perfectly all right. And the way I've done my expanders over the years has been using strawberry jelly to do it, to make them jelly pellets, which makes them much tougher. The way the hook sinks them, they don't sink under there. If you just throw them in, they'll float, but with a hook on them, that's fine, that's not a problem. The pellet pump I had was a Manic one, which had got the lid there and its own little tub, and you put this on there. This has got water in it because we're going to use it in a minute. Put that on there and you pumped away. The trouble with this pump has now got incredibly stiff to use. Even if you wet it or whatever, it's just become basically useless. And you can buy pellet pumps that are all one thing, Ringers ones, and they're about 20 quid. There's an Amazon one that's about 13. And then I thought, I'll search around and see what other ideas there are. And one idea that came up was to just get hold of some big syringes like this. It's a 150mm syringe. I don't use a huge amount of pellets, so this is going to be just what I want to do. And so I've got that, and I'm going to show you what to do in a minute. Like I said, I use jelly, and I'm going to use one of these little put-in tubs that little crumbles come in and stuff like that. And I don't know if you can see that. That's got some strawberry jelly in it, 3 cubes of strawberry jelly. So the first thing we need to do is to make some strawberry jelly, and for that we need some water. And I'm just gonna, I've now got about, I've soaked up water with the syringe. I've got about 80 cubic centimetres of water, millilitres, with the jelly, and I'm going to come back in about a minute, and I'm just going to microwave this for 1 minute on full power and stir it, and then we're ready to do the pellets. 1 minute in the microwave, and now a very strong liquid jelly mix, which is quite hot. I'm just going to put that down for a minute. Right, now we need to put some pellets into here, and these, the ones I've really doing well, and I'm not sponsored by these people or anything like that, Swim Stim carp pellets. These are red krill in 6mm, doing very well with these. I don't need a particular large amount. I'm probably going to do about 50 millilitres worth, and that'll keep me going for ages. These really do work. They're going everywhere. Just put those safely to one side. Just put the plunger back in gently, and now I'm going to syringe it up from here with the jelly mixture. As you can see, now we've got the jelly mixture in there. I'm going to push this out to get the air out. And now we just need to create a vacuum. Just put our thumbs over there and pull on this, and as I'm doing that, there's all sorts of gas bubbles coming out of there as the jelly goes into the pellets. And just pulling that under a bit of pressure, don't have to overdo it. And you can do this for a few minutes. It's just gonna get the air, get them soaked in. And then having done that, now leave it for about 3 or 4 minutes just to soften them up. And then the final stage is to drain these off over the sink, not in here, in this room. And then I've got a piece of wire mesh, put them on the wire mesh, tip them into a bait box, drain them off, bag them up, put them in my bait fridge overnight, and then I can freeze them. When it comes to thawing them, the important thing is don't use a microwave to thaw them, because it blows the jelly to bits again. You don't want that. So just let them slow thaw over a couple of hours before you're fishing, and they should be fine. Just give it a final go. And that's about it. So until next week, it's goodbye for now.